Hey guys, welcome back. I recently binge watched a ton of delightful videos and got so inspired, especially by her mermaid doll and her succubus doll. So I decided to make my own demony purple creature. Let's get started! I didn't want to go super purple for this doll, but I did want bright, yellow, creepy cat-like eyes. I also wanted lots of contrast, so I made her horns and her lips black. For the face-up, I also tried out using watercolor paints on the face like Jackie O suggested. And they worked really well and they created a much flatter surface. I also gave her a little beauty mark above her lip to make her look a little bit like a pinup girl from the 1940s. I thought that would look really cool. I gave her some lashes and eyeshadow, and I don't think I did too bad on the lashes this time. They look a little janky, but not too bad. At least, in my opinion. I was debating on whether or not to give her eyebrows, just because her horns are in the way, but she looked weird without eyebrows, so I decided to give her some. I did a bunch of blushing all over the face, ears, and forehead, and her body, and I then cleaned it up with an eraser wherever I felt I overdid it. I then added white highlights, smudging it a bit with my finger so it would blend in and not be super harsh. At this point in the face-up, I started to go over to paints because I had the basic sketch down and the colors weren't building anymore. At this point, she looks really terrifying and sort of like an ancient eldritch being that is going to just kill you with a glance. But this is what happens when you just customize dolls. There's some points where it just looks real janky and you hope to get through it and just trust the process. See? It got better. Yay! And then I ruined it. Pupils just were not suiting this doll at all. I tried to make it work, but she just looked possessed and cross-eyed, except not cross-eyed, skew-eyed. She just looked wrong. Just so wrong on so many levels with the pupils. So I ditched them. She's a part of the hashtag no pupil gang, like KP does all the time. I gave her a tail out of cloth, and now I'm just painting it to match with the rest of her body. You have to be careful when you add paint to a tail because the fabric can get very stiff and it can end up very, very ugly and cracky. the way to avoid that is never go from dark to light, always go from light to darker colors, because the pigment will show up easier and take less coats of paint, which means it won't be such a thick coat, which means it won't crack as much. This is me trying to show you how I made the pants. I also embroidered one side of the pants so that they would have a little design. And then after I put the pants on, I realized that she was kind of like, her tail was disconnected from her, so I put more epoxy sculpt on her tail and the connection to her body to make it more seamless. Because I was also adding bulk to the bottom part of her torso, I decided to also try and accentuate her shoulder blades so that it wouldn't be just like normal proportion body and then like boom, tail and fat, and just the rest of her body would have been lost. I then gave her a shirt and a little cloak thing, and then it's time for a photo shoot. This doll I took pictures of in the dark because I felt that suited her better. She would have like this lady who lives in the forest and wants to be alone. She probably has like a traumatic backstory, and she just gathers herbs and makes potions in the woods all by herself. That's kind of the vibe I got for this character. It was so much fun to make this. Thank you for watching it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Never.